1 of Spirit Week sports attire. Okay, so I'm going ahead and recording this, but I don't know if it's really shaky or not. I feel like it is, and if it is, I'm sorry. But I feel the need that this is something that I should talk about right now while I have time on my way to the elementary school. So, yesterday, the whole world, us, saw that Kobe Bryant passed away from a helicopter crash along with his daughter Gigi. I just want to add that even though I didn't mention it in the clip right there, I do want to make note that there were a lot of families affected by this crash and that we need to keep them all in our prayers because their families are just as important. So keep that in mind. And it breaks my heart. I'm trying not to cry. But it breaks my heart seeing on the internet that it's taking someone passing away, and this happens every time. Okay, that's why I'm addressing it. But it breaks my heart that it takes someone passing away for people to realize that they should appreciate the time that they have with the people who are around them and still on this earth with us. I'm really trying not to cry. Oh my God. I hate the fact that it takes something like this for us to realize how precious moments are and how important people are in our lives. Like, why can't we just appreciate people every single day? Why can't we acknowledge those around us every day and make sure that they know that we love and care about them while we can? It just makes me mad because situations like this happen, and every single time you see people loving more often and being appreciative more often and grateful more often, whenever we should be feeling that way every day of our lives, because we don't know how quick it can be taken away. I just feel like in my own mindset, like, it is important to remind those around you that you care and that you do appreciate and love them and that you enjoy being around them, because they might not feel that. You could be thinking that this whole... I kind of rambled here, but it kind of flowed with the point that I was trying to get across. If not, sorry, skip through it, don't even watch this part. But I was just venting. I was talking to the camera just like I'm talking to you right now, because it's where my heart's at, and I feel like that should be okay to share. And so if you want to keep watching, go for it. If not, just skip ahead. Time. And the other person just never knows how you feel and doesn't know the level of appreciation that you have for them and how much you enjoy their existence and how much they've impacted your life so far. And I feel like that's such an important thing to make sure that you let people know of, because, like, for myself, speaking personally, sometimes it's hard. Like, the way that I overthink and overanalyze situations, if I'm not invited to something, if I'm not made aware of something, or like just caught up with, I feel like I'm not appreciated. I feel like nobody cares, which I also know is a lie, but sometimes that's just, it's an occurring thought, and I feel like it's a valid thought. I don't know. I just feel like it's very important. Like, I just wish we didn't need this reminder, in a sense, to show people that we love and care about them and appreciate it's a rushed culture to where, like, you're always on the go, myself included. I'm guilty of this too. But it's a rushed culture where you're wanting to get to the next place. You're wanting to achieve this next goal, which is great. Like, you should want to go for those goals that you have. But also, I feel like you need to take the time to realize that you need to appreciate the moment you're in and the people that you're around who are still around. That was just put on my heart this morning. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to make anybody feel guilty, but that's just what I wish for the world these days. Because I feel like it's so important to just be there and to be present around the people that you're with right now. And obviously I have no control and things happen for a reason. But I can't even imagine, what his wife is going through and his other children, especially at the ages that they are. Like, they won't understand why their dad's not coming back, why their big sister isn't coming back. I feel like we should all just constantly be in the mindset that this isn't forever. This is not our forever home. And I feel like we need to take advantage of what we're given right now, and make sure that we live every day, not basically living in no regrets, and feeling like if at any point time were to end for either ourselves or other people, we should feel like that we didn't leave this world with something left unsaid that could greatly impact another person. Because you don't know if what you could say could impact someone's life too. This is a total different subject and I won't go too much into it, but I feel like you have an impact in someone's life. You might not feel like it in that moment, you might not realize it. It could be a single half second and you could influence someone's life forever. You just don't know. You don't know the impact of something so small. Okay, I really didn't mean to rant, and I'm sorry if I really don't want to offend anybody. This is coming from a place of love and care and encouragement, and I don't know. I just think we can all do better. That's the overall gist, is that I hate seeing a moment like this to be so tragic in order to bring love out of people that it should come out of constantly. I felt like I needed to share that opinion with all of you, even if you don't care, if you didn't even watch me say anything in that last clip. Like, it's not gonna hurt my feelings at all. I did it because I really feel like I needed to. I'll leave it at that. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Here's the situation. I teach today my first lesson, my first full lesson. It's PJ day. It's snowing outside. And I'm stuck in standstill traffic whenever I leave at the same time every day, and this has never happened. This is a Maddie moment. This is my life. This would happen to me. If it happened to anybody, happened to me. Like, look, you can see we're at a standstill. And the lesson that I have to present is the first one of the day. They get there at 8:20. It's about like 8. I'll get there at about 8:10, maybe, unless like we just don't move. Finally. Oh my goodness. Well, that didn't last long. 7
hours later.
I'm really debating between a good nap, working on the future lesson plans for next week, even though I have the ones for this week, or I don't even know what the other thing was. Oh, coffee. That one ain't even important. But I could use some coffee to wake up, but I know I need to work out. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. It wasn't even coffee. It was working out. That's what I'll probably do. I think my plan as of right now is to go back to campus, change clothes, work out, then I could take a nap, then I could go get coffee, bring it back, and then work on lesson plans. Because my cooperating teacher let me have her lesson plan blank pages. That way I can make copies of them and just fill them out as I go, which is so convenient, and I'm super thankful for her. And she even gave me a binder. I said, I think I'm gonna go to Walmart later. And she goes, no you're not. You're gonna get a binder. Go grab one from the cabinet. I said, okay. All right, thank you, ma'am. So that happened. Oh, I didn't even mention how the lesson plan went. Well, first off, like I said earlier, it was snowing today. It's also PJ Day. And then it's just their kids. And so I do Haggerty, and then we go right into the actual phonics lesson, and then it's normally reading and writing, but she does the reading and writing portion of it. And whenever I did Haggerty, I had to basically manage the class rather than actually teach. I was just making sure behavior was on track. That way they were focusing on what I was talking about. So that took up a little bit of time because I kept on having to say, okay, I'll wait. And then just waiting for them to get themselves together for that time being. But then, on top of everything, this kid decides to, rip the biggest fart I think I've ever heard in my life. And, of course, it's a fart. And it's first grade. So all the kids start laughing, and then I'm trying to regroup them and refocus them back in on the lesson. I was flexible in my lesson. I just made sure to hit on certain points that I needed to get across to them rather than the multiple activities in it. Even though those are extensions that help them remember, I just made sure that I got the point across, and then I did the first activity. I just hadn't done the second one with them. And they did amazing during the actual lesson, though. They were engaged, and I altered the lesson to where it was they were coming up to the board and helping me write in what needed to be written in. And they love that. They love any type of job, any opportunity to come mark on the board, or draw, or be that person to come up in front of everybody. And so that's what I try to incorporate in the lesson plans. And so whenever it came to that, they did amazing. Perfect. He ended up finishing the overall lesson plus the activity to go along with it, and then I just didn't do the very last activity. But it ended up working out really well because we just came back in, gathered them onto the carpet, and just finished up before the actual reading lesson. So I personally don't feel like it went well, but I also hold myself to such a high standard, and nothing I ever do is good enough. There's always something I could have done instead of the other, and something I could have done a lot better. The teacher was fine with it. There were times when she was like, I would have probably stepped in here, and I was like, no, you're right. I was like, I'm just a soft-toned person who needs to have a mom voice, who isn't a mom, isn't about to be a mom, doesn't plan on being a mom anytime soon. She was like, you just need to use your mom voice. I said, I'm not a mom, and I don't plan to be a mom anytime soon. She was like, no, you're not, and you don't. And I was like, exactly. But I have to find that firm, hard-toned voice for the kids to really know that I'm not putting up with anything. I just haven't found that yet. I'm good at being a soft-toned person and working individually with them on something, but it's just whenever it comes to controlling the whole class at one time, I know that I struggle with it for the simple fact that I'm just not as confident as I need to be. But I'm aware that I need to be more confident about it. So that's like the number one thing that I'm going to try to work on, because it's the main thing. And if I don't know how to manage a class, then I'm screwed. Like, there's just no way. I feel like if you're going to be a teacher, you have to know how to manage your class. Otherwise, they're going to walk all over you, and then you won't, as a teacher, you won't even have control over your own classroom. And that is not what I want. So I talked to my cooperating teacher. We discussed ways that I could like manage them better than I already was. She said I did fine, and that everything I did I should have done, just maybe more, with a little more oomph, rather than like, hey, can you guys stop? I don't know. It's something I gotta really work on, and I plan on it. I think I'll get good at it, but I'm sitting here talking about all this stuff, and I just learned all this from the first lesson, and I'm only at one subject right now, and I'll gain another subject next week. I think next week I'll start doing phonics and reading, but still, I feel like just by doing a single lesson, you learn a lot if you're really trying to learn a lot from it, which I am. I'm a very reflective person who is always critiquing herself and analyzing every single freaking little detail. But I feel like as a teacher, that's important to know how to do. I feel like I'm rambling, but the point is, I'm tired. And I need a nap, but I know I need to work out. So I'm going to work out, and maybe that's going to wake me up. It's either going to do one of two things. It's going to make me super tired to where I'm just ready to go to bed right then and there. Or it's going to wake me up, and I'm just going to be perfectly fine all day long. And I don't work tonight, so I'm really trying to do a lot more lesson planning tonight and actually go work out, because I don't have class, and I don't have anywhere I need to be right now. So, and I was going to have to run to Walmart, but my cooperating teacher is clutch and had a binder for me, so don't have to go do that. That's the update, though. First lesson, it's a learning experience. The kid that I thought was going to give me trouble, though, was actually the kid who was trying to make the other kids listen. It was so funny. I was telling them, I was like, I'm gonna wait until everybody's quiet. And I think he actually likes the phonics portion or something. I don't really know, but I'm not too worried about it, because he was trying to help me out. Because he would say,
guys, she said to be quiet. You have to be quiet.
and I was like, yes. But then throughout the next portion of the day, one of my other kids, I was helping him with his work individually. It wasn't during the time that I had them as a teacher. It was their original teacher. And he asked me if I was going to be doing writing. And I said, yeah, I'll eventually have it. I'm going to end up teaching all of you all of the subjects every day for a little bit. And he goes, and I said, And I was like, you think it's going to go good? He goes,
No.
I said, why? He goes,
Because you're not even a real teacher yet. You're still...
and I was like, that's what I'm working to be. I said, so this is why I'm here teaching you, is to be a teacher. He was like,
Yeah, but it's probably going to be bad because you're still learning.
and I'm like, but he's still so cute and little, and I freaking love him. So I guess that's okay. He was just spitting hard facts to me. Getting roasted by a 7-year-old. It's okay. It's getting observed tomorrow. It'll be okay. It's gonna be fine. Oh, car, why won't you get over? I have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 water bottles. Like, what the heck? Do I want to work out today? No. Am I going to? Absolutely, because I need to. Just gonna put my hair up in a crappy bun. No, not in a bun. I'm gonna put it up in a ponytail. I'm gonna do some cardio, maybe some abs, some biceps, or some curls or something, the pulley machine. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. I will start with cardio though, on the elliptical. Let's do it. I seriously always feel so good after I work out. Now I'm gonna eat, drink my water, and then probably go get Starbucks and do some lesson planning and get my binder all together of artifacts and things I've been given so far. Also, meat sprout. I get observed today, and it's a job fair with basically all kinds of interviews with a bunch of different districts. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. Are you ever so cold that you feel like you can't even freaking breathe? Because that's me right now. I walk out and it's snowing. I mean, it's pretty, don't get me wrong, but I get observed to teach today and I'm freezing. Oh my gosh. I have to print off a resume, letters of recommendation, and then also my lesson plan for today. I was running into trouble trying to do it on my MacBook because I had saved it as a Microsoft Word document, and for some reason it's saying that my storage is full even though I've cleaned it out before. So that made me frustrated, so I'm gonna see if I can get on my teacher's computer and do it from there. Oh my gosh, it's cold. So I plan on doing that, and then I'm gonna be, but then again, there's supposed to be a meeting today at 7:45, and then I teach from 9 to 9:30, and then the job fair itself is from 10 to 12. So hopefully everything goes well today. I got a game plan. I just need to see it through. I'm gonna let my car heat up, that way I don't, oh my gosh, I'm so cold. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later and update you about how everything goes today, probably way later tonight. I also work at the fitness center, so I'll be doing that too. Let's go!
7 hours later.
My presentation, I felt like it didn't go very well. There's a lot of things that I would have done differently because of the time. With my class, I have to sit and wait and do a lot of behavior management, and that takes up time, and whenever it takes up time, it's hard to fit all of the lesson stuff actually in. But she said I did a good job and that I just have a couple things to work on, which I already knew I needed to work on. And I got all 3s and 4s besides 1, 2, which is not bad at all considering it was my first one. But there's a lot of things that I'm gonna do differently next time because I just didn't like how it played out. Could have went a lot smoother, I feel like, if I had changed things around. And now I'm rushing. I'm gonna be 30 minutes late for this job fair. 30 minutes. And I'm freaking out because I don't even know if I need a folder for it or if I just need my papers to give them, potentially. And this is like basically interviews. So I'm not even gonna get a job. It's fine, it's okay. It's really not fine, I'm not doing well. Just pray for me. Just do that, pray for me. Thanks.
1 job fair later.
I am so awkward. I expected it to be like an interview, and it was more like just a very casual job fair. But then again, some of them were like doing sit down interviews and doing sample questions, which I feel like those actually went okay, but I'm really not confident about them at all. I just hope someone wants to hire me. I'm really scared about it, to be honest. It's scary. Like, I'm scared. I fear failure, and that sucks to fear because you need failure in order to succeed. So that's a struggle sometimes, but I'm getting better at it. I'm either going to go to the elementary school again, come back, work out, then go to work, or she told me I didn't have to come back, but part of me feels like I should. But there are things that I need to get done today, and I'm already prepped for the rest of the week. Maybe what I'll do is, she'll be busy in this portion of the day too, so maybe what I'll do is I'll go get Sonic because your girl's hungry and she loves a good cheeseburger. And then I'm gonna come back, work out. That way I can shower and be ready for work tonight. That's the plan. I think I'm gonna go with option 2. Option B, if you will. Got the goods. Got the very goods. Vanilla Coke, baby. Got no color. I did a terrible job of filming anything yesterday. I feel like it wasn't busy, but then again it really was. So I'm just gonna kind of give a little overview before I mention the things of today. So yesterday I went and I observed, normal times, the full day. And then after I got back, I went and I worked out for about an hour, and it was so good. Felt real great. Now I'm sore, which is good. And then after I worked out, I got some dinner, went back to my dorm. I prepped for the lesson. I already had it prepped, but I was just looking over it again to make sure that I knew how I wanted to go about it for today. And then, what did I do? Oh, some friends came over and we played cards. And, well, they played cards, I watched. Because, does anybody else do this? They just like being around people. Like, you're not necessarily the most involved, and you don't necessarily do everything that they are, but just being around them makes you feel better. I don't know. I like being around people, even though, I take it back. I'm a mix of things, because sometimes I prefer being alone and having my own time to regroup and rejuvenate, basically. And other times, I'm just wanting to be around people. I just want to be where the people are. Honestly. So that's basically how I spent my night. I feel like there wasn't much to vlog, and I feel like I didn't want to be the person to ask friends if it was okay if they go on my channel, because obviously I wouldn't put them on there if I didn't have their okay on it. So that was my night. Really good time. Pretty chill, but also kind of busy. And then today, the game plan is to observe and then teach my phonics lesson. It's just an extension, so it should be quick. I don't know how it's gonna go, but it's supposed to be really quick. And that way the sub for today can go into reading and everything else that we have planned today. And it's also the 100th day of school, and so we got a lot of fun things planned for our kiddos today. And then after that, I have got to go grocery shopping. I looked in my fridge this morning and I was like, nope, there's nothing here. So, breakfast is a latte, which is not good at all. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll just have to see. I literally have nothing. But that's my own fault, and I can manage until 3:30 today, 4 o'clock, whatever. And that's where we are right now. I just plan on going grocery shopping, and then I work tonight at our fitness center. And that's about it. And then it's the weekend, and I work on the weekend. So, good times, good times. I'm really tired. If you can't tell, the bags are real today. I didn't even want to put makeup on. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, your bags are showing for days. So I did put concealer on. I also normally go to bed around 9:30 because I get up around 5:30 every morning. 5:30, depends on if it's a late start or not. And I was up till about 11:30. So I'm a little more tired than normal today. Totally worth it though, because any time that I actually can spend time with friends, I'm gonna take it. Just because this semester it's becoming hard to keep having the time to hang out, so I'm taking every opportunity I can to balance out my drive for excelling in academics and excelling in student teaching, and then also having a social life of some sort and relaxation time. That's 3 times so far in 10 minutes. Ended up seeing that there was a QT 2 minutes away, so I got a bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast burrito. And I'm excited because I love breakfast burritos. Fun fact, I love all breakfast foods, and it's my favorite meal of the day. Or brunch. Brunch is really good too.
7 hours later.
I'm gonna make this very quick because I'm rushing. Today went amazing. I learned to utilize my soft tone since I know that hard tone is tough for me, and it was the best phonics lesson I'd ever given since presenting them to the class. We had a sub today and I helped her a lot, and then she did good though. She was great. And the kids were good. It was the 100th day of school. We had some cuties dress up, and with the gray hair and the makeup and the cane and everything, so it was really cute. So that happened, and then after I got out of there on my way back, I stopped by Walmart because I needed food, and I had absolutely nothing in my fridge at all. And so got some things ready so that I can prep for my lunches and breakfast. I don't know about dinner. Dinner is an iffy thing because sometimes I eat on campus, sometimes I eat whatever off campus. It varies. So did that, and I work at 5. It is currently 4:30, so I am going to hightail it and get my stuff put where it needs to go because some of it needs to be refrigerated. And then I also got this kombucha. Kombucha? Is that how you say it? I don't really know. I'm kind of iffy about it. I'm sure I'm gonna hate it, but never know unless you try, right? So that's what we're doing. And I think I'm just gonna get food from the calf tonight. That way all of the actual dinners that I bought for myself will be during the week, whenever things really pick up and get busy. But yeah, that's the plan. I am parking right now, and that's my short little update because I really wanted to give at least something because I felt bad for not filming earlier. But that's the plan, and let's do this. I wanted to give an update on the kombucha or whatever it is, and I only had about that much of it, and I have a raging headache. Note that I never get headaches, but right now my temples feel like someone is stabbing them with swords, like just. So I poured the rest of the kombucha out, and I'm not gonna get it again. I'll stick to water. I'm making waffles. If you've made it this far in the video and you're watching the outro, please give it a like or a dislike, depending on how you feel about it, and let me know how you think this channel's going. Comment down below a yellow heart if you're actually listening to what I'm saying and if you've watched all the way through. I post every single Sunday, so I'll see y'all next week.